Quick disclaimer, this is based on my opinions and my opinions only, so if you don't like hearing other people's opinions, you can feel free to click off the video. We will be discussing the ups and downs of the new generation and comparing it to the old ones. Starting off with the new character designs and showing like the older versions of them, it's very much new approach and new Laguna, basically, because I didn't know that was even Laguna. Cleo looks kind of recognizable. Claudine is like, who is that? And then Deuce is just green, but it's like, it's not horrendous. From a different visual standpoint, you can see how Generation 1 and Generation 2 resemble each other, with Generation 2 being the younger version of Generation 1. Generation 3 then goes into a more diverse approach, with adding heights, body styles, and modern-day items. My thing is that they could have done all these things to keeping the classic look of Generation 1, because they look kind of unrecognizable. I will also start talking about the dolls, which the dolls had high quality articulation and looked good until the Karen started complaining about how too scary it looks. And that's where you see the quality change. But Generation 1 dolls were on point. Their style, their designs, like, it was good. Then we go into Generation 2, which you can see it still had quality or some type of quality, but it just didn't look right. And Frankie has a big forehead now that I'm looking at it, but yeah, it was alright. Now then comes Generation 3, and they ate this. And Abby and Claude look so good, like the fashion is on point. And an honorable mention to Guya, which I didn't even know that was Guya. I don't even know if that is Guya, but she's very much giving Guya. Like, Generation 3 dolls was okay. My first impressions of this movie got me gasping for air because, like, what was it? The quality and budget was not there coming from a company with money. Cosplayers could do better and did do better. It was giving off-brand descendants, and the character relationships made no sense. Basically, it was a laughing stock, rightfully so, because it was not giving. And it should have been. I'm also state the little things that I found weird, like they turn her into a whole witch when she's a vampire. I hate the fact that they took another supernatural thing and then put it over her being a vampire. Like, she already doesn't like blood and is a vegetarian, and then you gotta make her a witch on top of that. And then they make her a whole fit witch-like. Like, there was a Monster High movie, Fight Camera Action, talking about the powers of vampires. They could have fed off of that and did it much differently than they did. From the clips that I saw in the movie, this, like, what is this? This is the most randomest couple that came out. Like, even within the past generations of Monster High, Deuce and Claudine never had that much of a close relationship. Like, they just popped this out into thin air because what? Like, like, no, they trying to start beef for no reason. All I have to say for this is that it should have been Claudine. Like, Deuce and Cleo were already an iconic couple, and literally Claudine was single, and she had no love interest. But they had to switch Cleo out with Frankie. And I'm like, no hate to them, but like, Claudine was standing there. She been there. She was one of those characters that represented and showed that throughout the generation. And not gonna lie, thank you for Generation 3 of Monster High for doing this. They made Cleo and Nephra's relationship so much better and so much healthier, because I'm pretty sure Nephra in one of those movies tried to kill Cleo. Like, this was so much better. And it's something that should have been done, which is, I give props to Generation 3 for this, so yeah. Honestly, Generation 3 ain't the best, but like, it's obviously not too bad either. Like, it is what it is. The only thing that I hate about it is like the live action movie, that's all.